Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to F1 2020 here for Season 2 of FTR. This is round 21, the penultimate race here for the Canadian Grand Prix. And in this one we're doing something a little bit different. I don't know if you'll hear, but Raz Callum is back, and seeing as everything in the championship has been pretty much decided, we're going to be starting in the back, me and Alex. Just working our way through the field. Don't know why. I guess we decided to do that. No idea why I agreed to it, because yeah, well, it wasn't as fun as what it could have been. Let's just say that. But here we are in Q1. I've gone out to do some laps, just to get accustomed to the track. Typically, Canada isn't the best track for myself, as I'm not particularly good when it comes to corner cutting around here. However, I do seem to have very good pace, which is nice to see. Currently, there are going to be 4 people fighting for this win, 4 quick drivers. Luckily, the AMS guys aren't in this lobby. So it's going to be myself as we go purple through Sector 1 and 2, and then green through Sector 3, thanks, even though we had like 7 laps of fuel on board. So yeah, we're showing some absolutely insane pace, but yeah, it's going to be the 2 Alfa Romeos of myself and Alex versus the 2 Ferraris of SLR Daisy and FTR Tompa. Both very quick drivers, so it should be hopefully a good 4-way scrap for the win. Obviously, me and Alex are going to be starting at the back, but hopefully our pace can carry us forward. And yeah, this is going to be my last run in. Oh, it's just not going to be it's going to be my last run in general. Into yeah, I'm kind of annoying Alex a bit, because when it comes to the screen at the end in terms of the Q3 finishing positions, I could have easily got pole, and it's rather annoying having Alex make you not do qualifying, but whatever. You see, we're having a little bit of an argument about it, but anyway. End of Q2 here, as you can see, LMB actually as well. I forgot about him. He looks very pacey this race, so he could be maybe a 5th person. Santi as well could be another person looking for it. And here we are in Q3. We are getting towards the end of it. I believe Callum is going to be finishing his lap here. Currently it's Daisy from Chris, who is showing amazing pace in Canada, so fair play to him, as Callum hits the wall, loses a bit of his front wing because turning is hard for Callum apparently, and he crosses the line and goes 6th. So lucky for him. He could have quite easily been 4th there, because it's all very close in the midfield. It's also a close battle for pole position. And here is the annoying thing here is, I think I did, was it a 1 minute 8.7, or at least a low 1 minute, no, I think a low 7 is what I did in Q1. But here we are. Not in Q3. Could have easily got pole by half a second, but whatever. I guess this is more fun. I guess it makes for an actual video for once. Not like Austria was an amazing race, but anyway, we're here at the back of the grid getting ready to choose our strategy. Looks like we're going to do medium soft. Pretty simple strategy around here. As always, the 2-stop is always going to be quicker. And for starting at the back, you're going to want to play with fresh tyres. Obviously, we do have like 2 fresh sets of softs to use. So yeah, let's put them to good work. 35 laps. Not too worried about tyre wear. Fuel may be a bit of a concern, but we're going to be in the pack for quite a while, so I'll be using lean through there. And yeah, let's hope that we can pull this off. And we'll get into what is the formation lap here, because we did actually have to do a restart for a rather amusing reason. And you'll see coming through here, we had a new person this race, the real Joker, in the McLaren up ahead, decides that he doesn't. You know what? I don't have words. I don't know where he's going. He's exploring. He's having fun. He's doing his own thing. And it confused me a lot of the time, because it looked like his car was retiring, and you can hear me say that you can't retire on a formation lap, like you can't go in, click retire from session. So I was wondering why he's gone over there and parked. Like, has he done that to you know, as it'll go to the grid first? But as you can see, when we come to start the race with the 5 red lights, it says lap 1 of 35, but it says the race has ended and the winner was the real Joker. So I'm sat here so visibly confused, out of my mind. So this race is obviously going to get restarted because he's won. We've only done one. We haven't even done a lap yet, and he's won. But apparently he's now driving the Ferrari when he's clearly in the McLaren, and he's left the session. So that this guy is deploying some insane internet connections as I'm fighting here with Vigorous Unicorn, who's got front wing damage. And unfortunately, going through this turn, right, we're going to try and dive it up the inside, but we. I guess I could have probably turned in a little bit more, but that curb on the inside is pretty lethal as I drive into the wall like they're like a complete melon. It didn't bother me all too much, because this race is getting restarted, and even if it was, there probably would have been a restart. I don't see any way that there wouldn't have been one, because someone's already won the race, and that's an AI car. That's let's say it's just I don't actually have words. Like I am struggling to compute this even now, like 2 months after we've done this race. And you're going to hear in a minute, Alex, or Callum and Alex are going to cross the line, and that's it. The race is over, so yeah, I guess that was a good race. Video's over, I guess. What a race that's going in the video. This game is such shit. See you next week. GG everyone. They'll see the season finale at France. This should be. I actually can't. What?
And he's not driver of the day. What the fuck?
Of course, the video's not over. We actually need to have a decent race. So here we are. Me and Alex, I think, swap positions. But anyway, we've got 5 red lights for the actual Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Bastonator is in a different realm going off the start of that race. We get to the inside of Red Gorilla on softs, who decides that he wants to go back up the inside of us. There's cars going side by side. We're hanging back quite a bit, as unfortunately Websy, our second place championship rival, has picked up wing damage off the first corner, so with his end plate just fly off there. Alex has gone around the outside. Red Gorilla's in the barrier. There's a safety car. I've lost my bloody front wing again. Everything's happening. Alex has got a 5-second penalty. And it's all just kicking off, really. It's a rather amusing set of circumstances, really. But yes, we are going to unfortunately have to pit. Luckily, it is only lap 1, and I'm pretty sure we're like in 12 anyway. Yeah, we're in 12. So a couple of people will have to pit again, but I'm not going to lose any positions. In fact, I'm actually probably gaining like some strategy, because I'm just going to go back onto the same set of means. Like when we started this lobby again, obviously everyone gets their fresh set of tyres because we didn't do qualifying again. So I've got everyone's got fresh softs, but I was doing medium soft anyway, so it doesn't really affect my strategy. And I'm trying to ask Alex if he'll let me go first because I've got wing damage, but I think he also has wing damage too, if I remember correctly. So we're both going to be pitting. It's going to be one hell of a long pit stop because he's got his 5-second penalty to serve as well. So fun times here at Alfa Romeo, but yeah, we're only going to lose like 3 positions. I think at the moment, in terms of the championship, I don't remember after the last episode, but I think me and Websy are pretty close. I think I might even be ahead of Websy at the moment in the championship as he missed Austria. But yes, we're going to, I don't... This needs to be fixed. Like, okay, we double stacked, he had a penalty and a wing change, but come on, like, they just stood there doing nothing. Like, this is a 7.5 second pit stop, now it's like 9.5 seconds, 10.5. So, yeah, anyway, that happened. We're out on a fresh set of mediums. Like, life is fine. I'm not overly worried. Like, Websy isn't scoring points. We do have the possibility to get second secured this race, so let's hopefully do that. I think I need to get like second or something. I can't remember the points. We get a warning there for track limits whilst I was warming my tyres up, which is ridiculous because I'm not gaining time. We're under safety car. But anyway, the game says I exceeded track limits and apparently gained time on the car ahead, so yeah, it seems fair. I clipped it in the hope that I could get it removed. I didn't send it in because I ended up getting more warnings this race, so there was just no point. You can probably hear my girlfriend in the background asking me to stop weaving my wheels so hard because it's making this really annoying noise. You can probably hear it, so it's quite amusing. This is going to be a pretty fun episode, really. Going to be a chill last couple of episodes, hopefully. But we're getting ready for green flag racing. Me and Websy are going to be stuck behind the absolute goat that is Wed Gorilla on hards. So yeah, God help us, as he's we're going to lose so much time up to where it goes. We're going to try and go around the outside of Websy. I decide better of it. If he's actually going to... Nah, he hangs it in there. So fair play to Websy. You know, he's fighting this position well. That was a very nice little bit of side-by-side action there. But we decide to yield. You know, there's still 30 laps left in this race. Plenty of time. And we don't want to have to make another pit stop. And going on to lap 4 here, starting at 5, Websy is trying to get around Red Gorilla, but unfortunately can't make anything happen. Vigorous Unicorn is got taken out, and there's a virtual safety car. Right as I was about to make a move on Websy, which sucks a little bit, but anyway, that's given us time to recover some fuel, recover some ERS, and hopefully pounce at the end of the virtual safety car. Unfortunately, it wasn't a full course caution, but that would have hampered us more. That would have hindered us more than it would have helped us actually, a full course safety car. We get ready for green flag racing again. Actually no, the virtual safety car is ending and Wed Gorilla just stamps his brakes on the exit of that corner and gives Websy front wing damage again, so that sucks for Websy. Wed Gorilla once again paying loads of attention to his surroundings, and it's that's going to cost Websy heavily this race, because he's now going to have to make another pit stop and he's already outside the points, and it's going to be even worse for him. But here on, going on to lap 6, we're going to try and make a move on Woodgo around the outside. He's on hards and he's not really going to... he should really have let me go earlier, because he could have tagged onto the back of me, but he didn't. He decided to fight the position. I've lost 4 seconds to Alex, but hopefully we'll be able to gain that back relatively quickly. And on lap 6 here, we have another yellow flag and another safety car, as that is, I think, the real Joker has crashed, and Santi is also backward. Santi that was backwards under. That's what caused the safety car. He was out of this race. Maybe got a bit too eager at the exit of the wall of the exit of the final chicane. Maybe got tagged by someone. Don't know. But that promotes up into P9. Websy gets a free pit stop and serves his penalty, so good for him. You know, hopefully he can try and make a comeback in this race. And we're just trying to match the delta here. I was thinking about pitting for a new set of mediums, because well, we're definitely going to have to pit now, because I'm the biggest monkey known to mankind. I wasn't paid. I don't even remember what I was doing to not pay attention and drive into the wall. So we're going to have to make another stop. Luckily, we still have those set of mediums we had on lap 1, so they've only got like 3% tyre wear. This is a really loud car going outside my window. Oh, it's a Lamborghini Aventador in Manchester. It's an oxymoron and a half. But anyway, we're back for green flag racing once again. It's lap 10. This race is going by pretty quickly. It felt like a really quick race when I was doing it, which was nice. Unfortunately, Red Gorilla's got a drive-through penalty, so he's going to be even further back in this race, away from everyone, which is nice. As Alex got spun out there by Tomper, I think, and he's now got damage, so that sucks for Alex. As he was, me and Alex had so much pace this weekend. Like we said afterwards that this would have been such an easy 1-2 for us, because we had just that much pace. But unfortunately, he's gonna have to make another stop. Hopefully, there's another safety car, or his just raw pace can help him out a bit. But at the moment, LMB's getting all out of shape, losing those positions. I'm going to try and make a move on Bastonator, maybe around the outside into the hairpin. He defends the inside, but he breaks really early. Maybe he's got a bit of wing damage. I'm not exactly sure whether he let me go there, or he was he just wasn't paying attention. I caught him napping. But anyway, so 3 positions to us. We're up into 6th place. Raz Callum is leading this race. Raz fucking Callum is leading a race, a league race. It's not even like it's B-Tech and he's leading. He's led and lap. What's happened? It's something to behold, it really is. But that lead only lasted a couple laps for him, I think, as Joker is taking some interesting lines through the final chicane and holding us up quite a bit. As you can see, the leaders are only going through turn 1 now, so this is a very close race, and the win is still definitely on, as they're only like a third of the way through this race. We're going to try maybe but we can't find a move around the outside of Joker there through turn 2. Hopefully he doesn't decide to deploy his win the race on the formation that packs, because that would be rather unfortunate. As potentially go for a move up into this turn, we look for it, but we decide not to dive bump the inside, and we're just going to wait, get DRS. We should get him back on this one here. He gets a pretty poor exit, so we've got a lot of overtake to use, and we're going to go up the inside. Don't think he's using overtake or Rich there to fight that move, and that promotes us up into 5th place. So now we currently have a 5-way fight for the lead, because Joker unfortunately isn't on the pace of the top 4. So it's going to be, yes, to the 2 Ferraris of Tomper and Daisy. Callum here is going to be a good friend. He's going to let us go. Unfortunately, he slipped back after the lead and realised he didn't have the pace, so he allowed us to get up into 1st. Tomper is showing some insane pace. Former Tier 2 driver as well. Tomper has improved massively throughout the course of Season 2 of FTR. He's probably been one of my drivers of the entire season, not just for Tier 1, in fact for all tiers put together, and shows some incredible pace at times, so very well done to him. It's lovely to see drivers improving over the course of the season. But we're up into 4th place. We get our first time penalty of the race, unfortunately, on that 15. We're 15 laps without getting one, which is nice. Luckily, the time penalty does allow us to get up the inside of Daisy here. So that promotes us up into what is effective 1st place, as the 2 ahead of us, whilst they're in a Tier 1 race, don't score points at Tier 1. So if the race was to finish like this, Tomper and then MB would get to say that they beat me and Daisy on track, but unfortunately wouldn't actually get points for the Tier 1 championship. As there's only 2 races to go, it really wouldn't affect much. It's here on lap 18, Daisy decides that that turn 1 doesn't exist, and he punts us off. Luckily he gives us that place back, and I was a bit annoyed at the time, as I was trying to hunt down LMB and Tomper, and for that he actually gave us wing damage. See a bit like limey yellow there, which is actually not harming us too much. I didn't really feel it, but I could definitely tell it was hurting my pace just through the lap times we're doing. So I'm going to have to make a decision. Do I decide to pit? Well, I'm going to have to pit. I'm going to have to run the sauce, but do I decide to change my front wing in that pit stop? The advantage of not changing it is I will keep the 5 seconds it takes to change, but I'm going to change it. I want to be on the safe side, in case it's a safety car. I mean, if the safety car is technically a free pit stop, but still, like, I want to be the fastest I can, and now I've got 6 seconds worth of penalties. I kind of need to be the fastest I can actually be this race, so I'm definitely going to need to change it when we come into the pits. But we're looking to get ahead of Tomper here. Obviously, we still want to win on track, but I don't want to take any unnecessary risks, as at the end of lap 22 he pits. We both have 6 seconds worth of penalties. Daisy doesn't have any penalties, but I believe he's very close to getting his first one. So hopefully we can, he can get one. As we're 1.2 seconds, even with a broken front wing, we're progressing very quickly ahead of Daisy now. Disclaimer, Daisy is actually running with his racing line off. That's not his normal setting. He usually has it on like me. So that's probably the reason why he locked up. Well, he didn't lock up. That's probably the reason why he hit me off at turn 1. Which is fair enough. Like, drivers want to start progressing themselves, and I believe Webbsy actually retired. It might have caught on the video, unless he's still racing. It's either this race or France that he retires. I don't remember which. I think it's this one, as I can only see one Mercedes currently out on track, and I believe that is Chris. Oh no, Webbsy's still racing. Okay, so we still have a championship battle on. We changed our front wing, obviously, in the pit stop, and we're going to come out just ahead of Webbsy. Obviously, fresh softs, it would be a lap before we get past him, at least, but luckily we are good to go and chase after the lead of this race. Alex pits, I think, a couple of laps later, and Daisy pits as well. It's going to be very close between whether I get out ahead of Daisy, who is currently at the pits now, and he's just behind us. So that undercut helped us out quite a lot there. As we've got to remember that I was maybe 1.5 seconds ahead, but I had a 5-second wing change, so we undercut him by maybe 4 seconds, just about. So yeah, definitely helped us with that undercut, and now we've just got to go. Hopefully we can break outside of 6 seconds, or 3 seconds if Daisy picks up another penalty. And going through on that 27 here, he gets his first penalty, so Now we only have to gain another 2, and I'm trying my absolute hardest to get close to LMB and Tompa to push myself to get into these guys' slipstream and DRS and overtake them as much as possible, as LMB is defending the position, but we managed to get up the inside of him. And this is turned into a sprint race, and I'm going. I was a bit panicky at this point because I was rather frustrated that we started at the back given the pace we've shown. Here on lap 30, Dacey's trying to get up our inside into the final chicane. We go side by side through there, not really what you want to do, but we left each other enough room, so that was all good and fair racing. So it was definitely a good battle between me and Dacey. It was very enjoyable to be a part of, and it was a very good race and all. To say Canada's not really one for good races, at least in F1 2020. Now on lap 33, we've closed up to the back of Tompa, who has 9 seconds worth of penalties. We've just picked up another 3-second penalty, so we've joined the 9-second club too. Now, at this point, I think I say like, oh, that's it for the race win. You know, we're not getting it, as there's just too much. There's not enough laps left. We've got all the tyres in Dacey, and Dacey's only got 3 seconds of penalties compared to our 9. But hopefully we can try win on track, which is what we're going to try and do. We're not going to burn ERS this lap. We're probably going to get Tompa either into turn 1 here, or the next lap as we get a big snap of oversteer, so I decided not to use any overtake. You can see here Tompa is low on ERS. As Dacey picks up another 3-second penalty, so he's on 6 seconds now, so this race is actually still on. The dirty air around here is very, very potent would be the word, especially on this game, but let alone Canada with the slow middle sector that we have. So I've got to get past Tompa this lap, and we've got 1 lap and try and pull 3 seconds. It's going to be tough, but we're going to try and do it, as we are going to get past him probably on the back straight. But there is one spanner in the works that I wasn't thinking about at the time. Tompa will be moving obviously into Tier 1 for Season 3 in the Ferrari alongside Dacey, and those two are currently in a party, so without my wingman here, i.e. Alex, we're getting role reversal as I touch the back of Tompa there. Probably getting a bit frustrated, so I'm not driving the best, and I'm probably getting very angry because I'm stuck behind him. He's doing a fantastic job, and I totally applaud him for doing that, for playing the wingman role, for helping Dacey as we get around the outside of him going to the final chicane. And you can see here, he's going to let Dacey through, which is absolutely the right thing to do. Like, I'm obviously angry about it at the time, but me and Alex do the teamwork thing, and it's nice to see that that's rolling over to other people. It's annoying when it happens to you in the negative way, but then again, when you're doing it to other people, it's bloody hilarious. So I guess if you I don't really know what a saying would be, but I guess if you're going to deal shit, you got to take some at the same time, would probably be the closest one. But yeah, it looks like the win is pretty much out of the question at this point, which doesn't bother me all too much, actually, as I know that I definitely have the pace. We were pushing really hard there. That could have been race ending. That could have been very, very bad for us, as we do currently have the fastest lap, so it looks like we are going to get 19 points, not 18 points. Hopefully we pick up driver of the day as well, but I don't think it was awarded for this race by the comms team. So we're going to get 19 points as we come across the line, which we will do in a few seconds now. Definitely going to help us try and secure second place in the Drivers' Championship, as Websy is going to be finishing, I believe, 8th. Quite low down, actually, for him. But we come across the line, effective, we finished in first, but penalties demoted us down into second, which is it's rather annoying, as me and Alex, we both had the pace. It sucks that Alex got caught up in incidents and there wasn't another safety car, because he definitely had the pace. This race to be at the front with us, and it could have been a 5-way fight for the lead if Callum had a tiny bit more pace. Could have been even a 6-way fight for the lead. But, yeah, it was a good race. I'm very happy with it. It was a great battle despite some contact there, which really annoyed me, but I was able to sleep well knowing that I easily had the pace to get pole and win that race, and probably lead every single lap as well. I didn't feel like I made too many mistakes. I feel at the front I would have probably been a bit more careful, and I wouldn't have been pushing myself as much. Like, I wouldn't have been taking as many risks as what I was doing when I was trying to fight through the field. But who knows? We move on to the standings here for the penultimate round. We've got one more round after this, which will be the French Grand Prix. As you can see, Alex already secured the drivers. That was secured ages ago, I think. Currently, the battle is on for second. With that result, that means both Dace, I think Chris couldn't win it from Austria, and now Dacey can't get second. So, fight for P2 is on between me and Websy. There is currently 22 points in it. So, he has to win, and I have to score like nothing basically. He's got to gain 22 points. He's got to gain 23 points actually, because I've won more races than he has. So hopefully in France we can just have a nice chill race and we can secure it. Moving on to the constructors, pretty simple there. We're running away with things in Alfa Romeo. We've got nearly double the points of Mercedes. Ferrari are mounting a good charge at the end of the season. I don't think there's really much left to clear up with the rest of the table, apart from Alfa Romeo and Williams. Haas and Renault are very close, but I don't. Hopefully Callum can stave off that attack in his Haas. But anyway, if you did enjoy this episode of FTR, please leave a like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for some more F1 2020 content very soon.